It has started. Welcome everybody to Late Night D&D with Shillianth. Coming at you live from Australia and New Zealand. We've got a lovely show for you here today. In the corner, she's green, she's mean, and she's she sometimes is mean. She's a famous author. We've got Nutbub Shagar Morbad. Say hello to your fans.
Hi. It's me.
Very cool. And if you thought what would happen if Chuck Norris and another Chuck Norris had a kung fu baby, it would be Key coming at you with Monk Lightning Fists.
Oh, but I don't know who Chuck Norris is.
Okay, well, she's no longer on the podcast, so ignore her. And in hiding
Yes, I'll just slip into the shadows, yes.
Mysteriously looking around. What's he doing? Is he stabbing someone or is he seasoning a little street snack? It's Chef.
Bon appetit.
And of course, I play your humble, very humble halfling Boy Scout by the name of Zircon Tourmaline, who's just got a heart of gold and an attitude to match. And with some other guy is here, and he does things that we don't need to talk about.
I'm not here really.
Disaster.
Yeah, very good. We're having a great show. Let's take it away.
All right. Okay. Welcome back, everybody. We are. I believe you currently left the Emporium with Lulu in tow, having found some kind of aura that Lulu is projecting, and she admitted that she made a complete mistake as to where the sword was, and doesn't really have that much of a clue, but she kind of thinks it's that way. And I believe you were just about to kind of head off that way.
Yes.
So that's something.
Yeah, we slap a coin in the old machine and we head off that way.
All right. So you start plowing through the dusty landscape, and the Emporium disappears behind you, and Lulu's sort of ears flapping in the wind. It's just kind of sitting up on top of the machine, and kind of like waving her trunk in the cool breeze, just kind of having a whale of a time. As you thunder across this kind of landscape, there's this crack of lightning, and you see ahead of you what looks like a massive kind of swirl of red, maybe dust or smoke.
Guys, we can see dust and or smoke coming from the starboard side.
Starboard side?
Call out for not Alan, see what he thinks. You have storms here?
So not Alan got a pops like, hello boss, what's up?
What's this ahead? Do we get storms here?
He looks around and he looks over his shoulder and he sees it, and now he's looking. It's like just a wall across the horizon of just like towering smoke, and he sort of seems to go a little bit pale and just ducks and dives into the machine. And you keep an eye on him. You see him rummaging, and he finds this box, and he opens a lid, and he climbs in it, and he closes it.
That good, huh?
Yes, I don't think I brought my box, but that's okay. Any ideas, people? Go towards it? Do I turn into the storm? Do I turn away from the storm?
Was that the direction we're heading?
Yes.
Can we perceive anything?
Okay. Roll perception.
Or is there like a shelter nearby we could take? Anywhere?
Okay. So you look around and you can perceive that it looks like the horizon is rapidly approaching you.
What's all this fuss about?
As this kind of wall of something just seems to be rapidly approaching you.
Are there any landmarks nearby we could potentially take shelter in?
Well, you can see quite a lot of kind of open rocky ground. That might be. You can roll perception if you're kind of looking.
Give it a go. Just loading the sheet.
Please do better than a 7.
I will by default.
Unless you roll a 1.
Still probably high.
Isn't a 1 an automatic? You see nothing?
Nah, that's
No.
in combat.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's 21.
Whew.
Probably all
Yeah,
right.
that's good. Oh, hang on, I've got a cat emergency. Sorry.
Yep, all good.
You could say it's a catastrophe.
Oh boy.
We just need like a
It's
big
the type-
rock, a dip in the ground, or some trees, or something. Cave?
Well, I mean, doesn't
Yes, no, I agree.
doesn't the vehicle we're on dig or some sort?
The vehicle digs? What?
Does it? I feel like it should be able to. Question mark.
Like weather the storm. Yeah, and potentially we could just drive into it, see what happens.
Well,
I rolled a 7. I'm good with whatever.
it depends how strong the wind is. I mean, if it's just
All right.
but you can get loads of dust. That's one thing. Reversible, maybe, but if it's wind is strong enough to, I don't know, lift up either us or Lulu or the vehicle, that would be bad.
You look over and you can see what might be like a kind of a low hill. There's possibly a cave there.
All right.
Well, I mean, I'm really at the will of the group here. I think we need to set up an emergency committee and discuss this. It's rapid urgency. Cave, or we just wing it?
We
I
can go
would
to
say
the
Sure,
cave,
Baron will
park the
protect
car
us.
in front of the cave to protect us a little more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cave it is.
it is.
Put into a J turn. Because I didn't need to, but I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, we go for the cave. Or we
Okay.
try to get the cave.
You're trying to get the cave. So you spin this truck and it's kind of you sort of do the old proper kind of handbrake turn, slide. You steam directly towards this small hill, and as you come around the side, you can see there's a large opening. It looks big enough. It actually looks big enough for your entire vehicle to get inside.
That would be good.
Can I make a perception check for teeth?
Yes.
It was so specific.
Yeah, it's a very specific
Like,
It's
very
tier
very
that the
specific.
Zircon has. I'm going to open my sheet as well.
But did not know that Avernus potentially had a car parking space. So that's kind of fun.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Sorry, my computer will take a while. Perception. I need a better computer. Someone buy me one. Hey, stream.
If a cave is large enough to need a vehicle to barricade the entrance, then maybe it doesn't have occupants.
19 on the perception tick. I have a look
Is it
around. Do I see any teeth?
In your mind's eye, you look up and there's kind of rocks. It could be teeth. I don't really look like teeth. It just look like jagged rock formations.
Guys, I'm pretty sure this is teeth.
What,
Oh,
so
you-
you think that's a mouth, not a cave?
Well, I'm just saying, I'm just open to the possibility that it could be, but I feel like we don't have any choice. The storm is here. All right, guys, huddle together. And
You drive in. You sort of drive in, and the cave just kind of goes down as kind of this big slope. Maybe like 20. You go about 20 feet in, and you can feel the sort of like the ground gets quite spongy, like you're on kind of sand. And it's sort of the wheels
Like a
start
tongue.
digging in.
like a tongue-like ground.
And the wheels sort of like start digging in, but and as you kind of get there, you hear this kind of roaring sound as the storm above you just skims the entrance, and it's a really loud sort of roaring wind, and you can see like there's gravel and boulders and all sorts of debris just in this storm that has just kind of enveloped this hole. And you can see, and as you sort of park and you look around, and kind of this raging torrent is going. You can see that ahead of you there's a much smaller tunnel.
We can't fit the vehicle then, I'm assuming.
No.
Yeah.
It's more like a 5-foot sort of human-sized tunnel.
That's where the monsters live.
This is where we may need to be careful of teeth, I think.
Mm.
Yes, I generally try to keep them out of me at all times. Yeah. Is anyone else just really itchy though? Like, the weather's probably not that bad. We could probably go out into it. It's fine. Let's just just drive out into the weather. It's fine. Let's just get out of the cave.
The bravest are the ones who enter the strange caves first.
Oh, that's not me.
And the clever people send in the bravest first.
Yeah, but it gets smaller that way, and maybe it's fine. Maybe we just wait here where we can see the outside.
Oh, you know, if there's someone there, we can let them go, hey, look, we're just here for the storm, and then we're going to go. So that there's no misunderstandings.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, wait, we don't even know how long this storm is gonna be. Either it could just be passing over.
But we can leave if we want to, though, right? We can leave if we want to, though, can't we? We could leave if we wanted to.
Like knocking on the box for Alan. Alan, not Alan.
Yeah. Yeah, boss.
How long do these storms normally last for?
Oh well, you know, could be days.
Days?
Well, yeah, sometimes they lasted weeks, but there is no such thing as kind of day or night, really. I really don't know. Could be 20 minutes. I doubt it. So what normally happens, right, is it's like the storm comes, and when the box stops moving, the storm's finished.
And is that normally, like, how many meal times are we talking?
Oh, can't get hungry. Yeah, like yeah, meal times. What's for dinner?
You can have some rations, like the rest of us.
Lunch?
What flavour rations?
Poop. Everything.
Oh yeah, my favourite.
Poop.
Everything does taste a little bit like poop, doesn't it?
Maybe you're right.
So do we go in?
Yes, I think we should.
Well, I don't want to be here all alone, so I'll come too. It's fine.
Well, if there's something in there, either we find out what it is, or it finds out what we are when we're asleep.
Oh, speaking of, sorry, did we leveled up?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do we get all our spell slots back?
Have you had a long rest?
Totally.
I don't think I used any.
No, you haven't had a long rest.
Dang it.
Think,
Try that.
You haven't had a long rest since you come out of the wasp nest.
Yeah.
Because you went to the Emporium, you went shopping, and then you
I have used a few spells. Yeah. I should probably be careful. Question though, do we get the new spell slots we gained, or no?
You can have them, yeah.
Okay, cool. Thank you. I've got some weird spells.
Yes.
Okay, all those in favour of going further into the cave for a strange reason?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Would you prefer the danger that you know, or the danger that can sneak up behind you and introduce itself?
Literally, better the devil you know.
We don't know either way.
We're just being outside. It's not bad.
Okay. If I die, I'm coming back to haunt you.
Well, if you die where you are, the chances are you will come back to haunt him.
Well, if nothing else, if the storm could last a while, we need to find potentially a source of food, potentially, somewhere to relieve ones.
That is true. That does fit with the Bureau Noboy's handbook. Okay, let's venture to the cave, everybody. huddle up, and I'll do the emboldening bond. So we all get that.
Is that an extra
Go
D4?
team! That's the one, the weak bless. Extra D4 once per round of combat.
You're saying the most important thing is that we should secure our shelter against the elements.
Well, we have this donk metal shell that shelter
Is
in.
Alan coming with us?
It's not Alan.
Not
Not
Alan.
Alan.
Is not Alan coming with us?
I don't know. Where is he?
He's still in
He's
the
in his
box.
box.
That's this thing with storms, isn't it?
Yeah.
I know. He's in his box.
Alright. I think we're leaving him on. One
Right.
less voice for the DM to do.
Okay. Can Chiron and not Alan stay behind to look after the car?
Chiron, you notice, is actually still curled up near the engine.
Yes, mother.
He wakes up long enough to say that, and then goes back to sleep.
Okay.
And well, not Alan doesn't answer you because he's in his box.
Okay. So that's the obligatory mother out the way.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So you kind of hop down. You hop down out of your water vehicle. You land on the ground, which is kind of it's slightly spongy. And ahead of you, you can see this passageway.
Alright. I cast light on my shield.
Okay.
Oh, no, he probably wouldn't like that. I cast it on something else. Over the weapon that I'm holding. Just so we can see.
Sure. Okay, you light up, and you look like you're in a sort of this kind of natural cave. It kind of funnels down to this kind of entryway.
Sort of like a throat entrance. Very cool. Alright, we venture forward.
Right.
Back on. Looking extremely jittery at this point.
Sure. You continue, so you walk. There's this passageway, and you so you can see it's like seems to go about, kind of in a down direction. Looks like it goes about 20 feet and ends in a door.
That's not what I was expecting at all. Knock knock.
Okay. No answer.
Why are you knocking on the door?
It's just polite. It's
Yeah.
just polite to just open the door. I mean, if someone lives, it's gonna be someone's home.
Could be someone's
I don't
toilet.
want to be doing that. It could be someone's toilet. We don't know. I knock again. Hello. Have you heard of the light of Baranor?
Your voice echoes down the passageway. No answer is forthcoming.
I'm gonna try and open it.
The door swings open very, very easily.
Ooh, what do we see?
You see a room, maybe looks like about 30 foot square. Sort of like it's got a dome ceiling, and you can see just kind of laid out at the end of this, at the end of this room, there are 5 beds.
Oh, wonderful beds.
Yeah. Okay.
Is there anyone in
How
the
many
bed?
of us are there?
Doesn't bed be?
This seems a little bit perfect. I mean, it could be that they just use this as a shelter for storms often, and someone set up a lovely little B&B in here. That could be quite nice. Unless, and if the scouts have taught me anything, the whole room is a mimic, and I hit the floor with my weapon.
Okay, as you hit the floor with your weapon, the entire room withers. Everybody roll dex saves.
Oh shit.
Shit.
I'm not good at it.
Snack was walking across to the beds to try and check them out.
Yeah.
It's one of the first rules of the Baron and Boy Survival Handbook. Always attack a building.
Check for building mimics, obviously.
It hasn't paid off yet, but the one day it does.
All right, so you all, you sort of kind of the whole room is shaking. You all manage to keep your feet. As you approach you sort of like you're approaching the beds as you kind of hit the floor, and as the room sort of stops shaking, the beds just kind of lift up and they got like snapping teeth and they charge towards you. You can all roll initiative.
Bathroom Ellie was wrong.
It worked?
Hang on, let me clear the turn order before you do. Turns.
Also
Yeah, I
can't
can only see the big. I can
my
only see the big map.
token.
No, I know. Let me just chuck you on a blank page. Yeah, that's blank. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Initiative.
Sign me up, Lars.
Oh yeah, Zircon always alert when he's in a strange room with beds.
Ooh. 13. Ooh.
Snack was ready to lay down and have a nap. It's not fair.
Sometimes the stupidity of the players is contagious, though, and it changes the situation you were in.
I argue that this is still probably out in the storm.
Yeah, I shouldn't have that aura on me. I'll just take it off. How do I turn off the aura?
It's in the actual token. I think he's scrolled down. Do you have Aura 1? And I'll do it for you.
Thanks.
There you go.
So if the room itself is an enemy, are we all in squares adjacent to the enemy?
Well, the beds seem to be attacking you.
Okay.
I knew it. Try and
What?
pull one over me. I don't think they can move very far.
This is the second worst motel I've been in.
Second
Second
worst?
worst?
3 stars. 3 stars.
What?
Like
Not
what?
right.
What? Yeah.
All right. The mimic, or the bed, rather, lurches forward at you, Snack, and it's kind of its tongue kind of wraps out, and AC 13.
Am I gonna get taken down by a bed? That is my class.
Wow.
Oh my
bad.
gosh.
Yeah, even with the upgraded
That's
armor you
with
got.
the
too.
armor, okay?
Yeah.
Did you steal
okay.
the braces, or did we give them to the monk? We gave them to the monk.
Gave
Right?
them to the monk.
I have them
Yeah,
on my
good.
sheet.
Good. I'm very glad you do.
Yeah, so this kind of tongue kind of lashes out and kind of wraps around your foot. You take 7 points of damage.
Ooh.
Oh, sorry, 11 points of damage.
Oh.
And you're stuck to it.
Yeah, they do that.
Not my gooey batons. Gross.
Zircon!
Yeah, okay. I think this calls for the old classic cleric move. Let's put that aura back on. I shout out, Barrow boys, I knew this is right. I knew that we're eventually be eaten by mimics, and it's happening. I feel empowered, and I just sort of move in, casting the spell, and trying to sort of, get my Barrow boys to attack them.
I see.
So
Okay, all right.
stand about there, just sort of go, look really smug. Like, but also terrified. Oh my great goodness, it's huge.
Jesus.
Wow.
Side note, that looks really cool on the stream though, so
Yeah, so stick with it.
Okay. Sure. It can't pass the tech check.
Sorry, it failed?
I would say, sorry, it's a wisdom save, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's a standard wisdom save. 18. Passed. So half damage.
Yeah. So 9 radiant to everything.
Alright. Just copy that one.
Got a bonus action I'm trying to do. I can't think of it, so I'll just wait till now.
Oh,
I think.
damn it. I took damage. I could have had a reaction, yeah?
We can wreck on it. 1 sec. I'll just save that. Right. Okay, so you can feel your aura around you. You can see, or you can essentially it affects the beds, right? But you also notice it's actually seemed to be affecting the entire room.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the floors go in, and the floors kind of like bubbling in pain, or in like from the damage that this thing is doing.
No.
Is there still a doorway we can go through to get out? Or not so much?
You turn and look behind you, and you can see the whole corridor. It's like teeth are starting to kind of come out of the walls, and they're forming almost like a giant maw full of teeth, and you're on the wrong side.
Specifically looked for them.
Now they're popping out of the walls. You can see them as they're like extending.
Very cool. I like it. I'm also terrified. I knew it was right to be scared to come in here.
This reminds me of the worst date I've ever had.
Reminding you of a lot of
Second
things.
worst, the second worst. Very cool. All right, that's me.
Okay, all right.
For the reaction,
Yes.
can I use the rebuke of the talisman?
Probably.
Deal psychic damage to attacker equal to the proficiency plus push back 10 feet. I realize it probably won't move the bed.
Yeah. Yeah, you can do psychic damage. How much?
I don't know.
Proficiency bonus is +3 or +4?
That's 4, I think. Hang on. I'll look at my character sheet. We went to 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, +4.
Is that the spell attack bonus?
That would be plus your charisma as well, I think.
My charisma is 3.
Yeah.
And my
4, so 7.
spell attack bonus is 7.
Yep. So 7.
Okay. Cool.
Yep. So you kind of you sort of flash this, and again you can see that the bed appears still to be just part of the floor, and doesn't really it doesn't move at all.
It wouldn't move me instead?
Nope.
Dang it. Okay, thank you.
All right. The bed is because Chef just seems to be standing there. Not sure why, but we are going to attack Chef, and he crits you, Chef.
That's
Not
10 points of damage, and you are also grappled. By
I would use my uncanny dodge.
Sure. Yep, you can halve that 5.
How uncanny.
Indeed.
This one gonna come round, and it's gonna go for Lulu.
No.
Not Lulu.
Oh, I'm just gonna find her. There she is. Give me a sec.
She's wily. Don't worry.
She also needs to be on the initiative table. And the Lulu just kind of floats up off the air. Kind of her ears are flapping, all kind of agitated. She dodges the mimic.
Good girl.
Clary. Clary.
Okay. I am gonna step in over diagonally and up. And I'm gonna do classic wham bam thank you ma'am. And I'm gonna pump in a key point to do an extra hit.
Ooh.
Yep.
Alright,
So it's
wham.
a wham, wham, bam, wham, wham, bam. Thank you, man.
Yeah. Wham. Bam. And thank you ma'am.
Yes. Yes, queen.
Okay.
When you hear Dark Mist with you,
all hits.
Amazing.
So we've got 10, 8, 17, 27, 33 points of damage.
Oof.
and they've taken their damage for the aura.
It doesn't. It seems to.
Yeah.
So when you're kind of beating this sort of this bed up, you're smacking it, and you kind of almost like smack it back into the floor. Yeah, and you sort of bits of chunks of like what seems to be like flesh just kind of come off. But the bed seems to be kind of like half melded into the floor anyway. So
It's like a one creature sort of thing.
it feels like that none of these creatures are separated. It's all just part of the same.
Yeah, we're part of the same thing.
The room is attacking you
Right.
rather than these beds are attacking you.
Okay.
So could we not move away from the beds and just hit the room?
That's an idea.
Well, I'm hitting everything. Did I do damage when I hit the floor?
Yes, you did. You can roll damage.
Yes. I'm such a big hitter. Take this.
Woo.
Oh, but I also do a D8 of radiant damage.
The
So
D4.
I need to figure out how to set up.
The extra D.
That's to attack,
To
or
attack.
to save, or to dodge.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Let's look at that. 10 damage.
Okay. Right. The
I don't
bed
like
in
that
front of
laugh.
the other bed in front of you, Snubub, tries to bite you. AC 12.
He misses.
Oh.
Uh,
I don't know.
Alright.
Bed furnishings can be dangerous to people.
all right, Chef, you're up.
Can I have a stab at one? These Snack facing off against. Well, which one is Snack primarily interacting with? Because I could get advantage.
There's two of them. There's the one directly. She's interacting. Well, this one's attacking her, and this one's grappled her.
All right, the one that's attacking her, the one to her right, I'll take a stab at that one.
Sure.
Get a sneaky move in. Stab at you, sir. 21 hit?
Ooh.
Totally.
27 damage.
All right.
Good lord.
You sort of kind of puncture this bed, and it deflates like a popped zit, and it just sort of goes down onto the floor.
I thought my ways out of bigger rooms than this one. I promised I wouldn't die in a room.
But then as you do this, you can see it sort of just remelds back into sort of teeth and claws. The mimic next to you actually bites you. Actually, it slaps you with its tongue, Chef, and it crits you again.
God damn it.
Oh,
Not me.
For
Cool.
10 points of damage.
10? Yep.
10.
And the reaction's only once a turn, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Snubub.
Ouchie.
Yes, that is me. Okay.
There's a large
Something
scale of
witty.
damage used somewhere else.
Sorry, I'm just thinking like really silly. Like I've been tied into a bed before, but never by a bed.
Hey-oh.
Ew. The one that has me grappled.
Yeah.
Is it Hex or Bane? The one that does extra.
Hex.
Hex. Okay.
Well, Hex does extra damage, yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to target that one,
Okay. Sure.
and then do the. Oh, there was a crit! Yay.
Okay, so when you sort of target that one, your spell doesn't seem to. Your spells it seems a bit weird. Like normally when you target something, right? It's almost like you get a little kind of an outline glow around it, and you can see that this creature is targeted by your hex. It kind of radiates it. But when you target this thing, the glow just seems to kind of like spread to the entire environment you're actually in.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that makes sense.
Okay. Eldritch Blast
Yep, I did 2.
Ooh, with
One-
a crit. Look
One
at
was a crit, which I'm really happy with. And then the other was an 11. I don't know if that hits.
The 11. Yeah, you miss the bed. Right. To be fair, your bolt kind of misses the bed, but then just blats into the wall, and then blats into the wall.
We're
Uh,
attacking
it's-
everything anyway.
It still does
Yeah,
damage.
everything in the room. Yeah.
Yeah. I forget how to make it do the hex damage.
Okay, so the hex damage is at the top. So you've done 6 points of hex damage.
Okay.
I'm just trying to work out why you don't have. You have agonizing blast, don't you?
I believe so.
Oh, I thought you did too. It's just rolling the damage a bit weird.
Yeah, down the bottom.
Yeah, what is your charisma modifier?
My what?
Charisma modifier, your spellcasting
3.
modifier. +3, okay, right. So you do 6, 12 from the hex, 18, 24, 30 points of damage.
ooh.
Very nice.
Mhm.
Does it release me?
No.
Shit.
No, that's
Instead, what it I mean, your spells kind of blast into this bed that's kind of got its tongue around you, right? And the bed is just kind of blown to smithereens. It just kind of sinks into it, and as you watch, the bed just rises up out of the floor again, and tries to bite you.
No!
I see 11.
Misses.
You missed again. Look at that armor.
Yeah.
Wow.
More
It's
so
already
just
paid for itself.
Yeah.
flailing
Okay.
around and it happened to miss, I imagine. But
It must have been.
cool.
So Zircon, it's your turn, and as you look around, you can feel the room is still like sort of quivering now, almost in like anticipation. And you look behind you, and the tunnel that you came through is definitely smaller. These teeth seem to be kind of grinding smaller and smaller.
I think we need to make our way out of here, but I can't leave with them stuck to the mimics. Chef, the time is starting to run out here, but I do remember, didn't you get like the world's hottest hot sauce recently? Maybe that would be of some use in the situation. And I'm gonna try and pull free people who are grappled while I'm saying this out.
Okay.
Can I,
All right.
do like some kind of fiery spells as well?
I can't, but Shieldy can. Shieldy, you want to help us out with a little bit of a firewall, could you? Break one off for us?
Oh, you come to me now, do you? What, feeling a
No,
little
it
bit...
was just a polite equal request amongst peers.
Oh. So, yeah, I could do it for you. Yeah, could do, maybe. Tell you what, I'll do that for you, but in return, I want you to cast a spell on me every day. Just protection from good and evil, and say my name at the same time. It would be lovely. Just once a day, be fine. Yeah, we got a deal.
No. Thanks anyway. Well, hang on. Recite Birinal's prayer.
I mean, perhaps the shield would prefer to be picked up by a giant mixed bomb. You know, it does its thing.
All right. Recite Baronel's prayer. Right. Okay. So he starts.
Be honest.
He starts. He says it pretty quick. Let me just find him. Hang on a sec.
Wait, you're looking it up. I don't know if it exists.
Oh my god.
Birinal, who anvil, steel.
All right. Yeah, he says it. Yep, he says the Baronel's prayer.
Did he mean it?
Oh. Dice roll. Here we go. You'll have to insight that if you want to know.
Alright. I'll insight it.
Absolutely, yeah, you're totally convinced him, isn't it?
Hang on a minute. Hey, Mr. DM. Hold your horses, because I still got this. Yeah! No!
But what you didn't account for was my +8.
Yeah, you never account for the plus 8. Alright, cool. Well, he's been honest, so sweet, we'll do that.
Yep. You even got all the words in the right order. You're pretty sure he did anyway. Yep, totally. You're
very cool.
100%
Just
convinced
cast
he did
a
it.
firewall. Yep, he cast a firewall. I feel so proud. I feel like I've really got through to him. And I'll try and pull Snack out of the grapple if I can.
Alright, okay, so you're allowing him to cast it. Right, so he does you a favour and he will cast Firewall. Let me just draw it on the map for you. Draw, here we go, freehand.
And we need to do the 3d8 damage as well.
What's a pen? There we go. That'll do. Alright, so he casts Firewall with the fiery side facing out, and you lot completely surrounded by it.
So we can walk through it. Is that kind of the?
Well,
yeah.
I like it.
You can hear.
Well, you're not getting burnt on this side, but it's pretty hot in the middle. It's pretty hot crossing it either way, right? So you can roll the 8d6 for the Firewall. You can roll your damage for your.
I've done my damage.
For your spell.
So 29 plus 4, 33 fire damage.
Okay. Alright, it definitely does not like it now.
Good. And
you can, because you allowed Shildy to cast it, you can sort of grab both of those two guys and kind of pull them back, giving them the health action to try and get out.
Okay, cool. So I just do the help action. Alright, so advantage trying to escape. Yeah. Very cool. That's
Yep.
me.
Okay. The mimic will try to bite Chef. AC 23, Chef.
Yeah.
All right. The 7 piercing and 6 acid.
How's your health looking, mate?
Do I have any resistance to acid?
Now it.
No.
I will try to uncanny dodge that.
Sure.
So that reduces to
13 to 12, 6.
6. Yeah. Okey-dokey.
Right. Lulu sort of looks really quite scared, and as she does, she sort of like just shivers, and you can see like her trunk almost swelling for a moment as she lets out this honk of pure, almost it feels like almost like either sort of, well, maybe not terror, but pure just like almost like bundled up little angry elephant noises, and as this thing fires off, you can see the shockwaves of the air where she's kind of haunted us just slam into these beds, and she blasts this huge noise
Wow.
for 14 points of damage. But the mimic right next to her, she's kind of aiming this thing at it. It just shreds it into, back into the floor. And she cries, "We gotta get out!" As she flutters backwards and forwards, really sort of like agitated. She wants to leave, but you're not coming. She wants to leave, but you're not coming. She wants to leave, and then runs out of movement without crossing the wall of fire. The mimic she blasted comes back and tries to slap Clary. AC 12.
Does not hit.
Clary shot her.
So question, when it was moved, would I have been able to punch it?
No, it's moved against its will.
No worries. I'm gonna punch it anyway.
Fair play.
I think I'm gonna also direct a hit to the one. I think, is it this one that's grappling?
Yeah, that one is grappling. Snubub, yeah.
Right, I'm gonna direct a hit to that one as well.
Okay.
And I will pump in a key point for the extra hit. Wham. Wham. Bam. And on this last one, I would also like to spend another key point to do, what is it? I had it here just a moment ago. Stunning strike.
Stunning strike. All right.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, so they all hit, including the crit. It seems to resist it. You sort of smack it with this stunning strike, and you get a good hit in. But the kind of the echoes of the stun just seem to kind of dissipate through the floor. You failed to stun it.
Okay.
But you do 13, 19, 24, 29 points of damage. You guys are pumping, eh?
So, question: with that extra bit of damage, what does
Still about to be eaten, so
exit?
swings and roundabouts.
Swings and roundabouts, yeah.
With that extra bit of damage, what does the door hole look like now?
Can you see it? You see how it seems to be getting smaller. You can see now where it was 10 foot wide, now appears to be less.
So is it the more damage we do to the room, the smaller the hole gets?
Nope, I was just getting smaller.
Okay. Okay.
You roll it like an intelligence or an insight.
Roll insight. Okay.
Sure.
Ooh.
You look behind you. You can see the tunnel is closing, and you're pretty certain that, look, you know, having seen these beds take massive amounts of damage and get ripped apart, and they just kind of grow back out. You realize that they're irrelevant. You're going to get eaten. The door's closing. You sort of feel the floor is quite spongy, and you can see, and as you look down at the spongy floor, you can see smoke coming off the soles of your shoes, and you realise that the floor is actually acidic.
This is a stomach. We need to get out. We don't need to attack.
Yes,
we
we're
need to
well
get
aware.
out.
That's why I was trying to. That's why I'm trying to pull you out. Please stop attacking it. Like,
I just like punching things, okay?
It's ruining my shoes.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. The mimic is going to bite you, Snack.
No.
AC 22, 5 points of piercing, and 8 acid.
Ew, 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 ow, ew, ow.
Yep.
Yes.
I'm gonna get eaten by a room. God damn it.
What can we do? Can we
Could be.
try?
This is how it
Really?
ends.
You can do what you like. You're currently surrounded by a wall of fire, which you're going to have to cross to get out.
Sorry.
That looks good. Can't jump over the wall of fire. I can.
It's floor to ceiling.
No.
As you realise it's floor to ceiling, you realise the ceiling is also getting smaller.
Oh, the whole thing's coming down. Okay. Is it possible to use evasion through the wall of fire to take less damage?
Yeah, probably. What does evasion do? I forgot.
Dex saving throw to take only half damage or no damage.
Yes, it would work for you. Yeah, evasion works on walls of fire because it's a dex save.
Excellent. I will try and do that and get towards the exit.
Brilliant. All right. So first of all, you're grappled.
I had to try and get out of the grapple. Boo.
All right. Roll.
And then it could potentially, well, if I can get out of the grapple, I could use skirmishing to get away from it without provoking an attack of opportunity.
Yeah. All right. Sure. Yeah. So it has a DC, so you can roll a dex save or a strength save depending on your preference.
Dex.
I thought you might say that.
Be a slippery person. And critical save.
Ooh.
You bust out of the grapple. It sort of slips off your leg.
This is not the place we need to be. We need to be gone. Out. I'm supposed to do the eating, not something else. So can we... Yeah. Move with haste to the exit.
Sure. It is so as you start moving away, your feet you can sort of you can feel your kind of feet burning, but it's also really quite sticky, so it is difficult terrain.
God.
What does that do?
That will halve your movement speed.
Down to 20, I see.
And you're free to move your token if you can, or do you want me to move it for you?
If you could move it for me, because I'm not sure where it is.
Okay, 5, 10, 15, 20 will get you on the other side of the wall of fire as you kind of dive and roll through it. Please make a DC 21 dex save, because Gogu's cast it.
Yep.
How much?
21.
It's big. It's a big boy.
Ooh.
Sorry, the
Can you
page.
maybe uncast it, perhaps?
Task Goose.
Well, that would simplify things.
Did you roll a dex save? Or was that?
The page was reloading. Sorry.
Okay, no problem.
And that's not 21.
That's not 21, no. 5.
Well, still only take half damage.
Yeah, you're resistant?
Yes.
Okay. Excellent. Let's roll a d8. 5 of them, 20 points of damage. Halve it yourself.
Ouch.
Oh my god.
Off down to 10. Is
Yep.
that including taking the resistance off?
Well, he did 20 points of damage. You failed your dex save, so you don't halve it for that. You halve it for fire resistance, so that makes it 10. Have you got any other halves you can halve it with?
With evasion, if you fail to save, you take half damage.
Hmm.
Okay,
See-
then 5.
Okay then.
Isn't that so bad?
There we go. 31. Right.
Right. You got any movement left?
I've got the base speed of 40, so I can go however far I can go with that.
So you used your action and your bonus actions?
I don't think we used the bonus action. Dash. Can
Yeah.
dash with the. No, can
Yep.
do dash
I would do that.
to get further away.
So you run another 5, 10, 15, another 20 feet.
Good.
Into the teeth. Roll a dex save.
Oh boy.
It's all coming up deck save.
I'm
Wee.
so screwed.
Really
Oh, you're
fine.
screwed.
I'll be
Surely.
fine.
Clanky boy over here.
Oh.
26.
Yep, you sort of somehow you kind of evade all of these teeth.
No.
Alright, the mimic that was attached to you. What you're gonna do is it sort of moves. It moves towards. It moves towards Zircon, but it kind of goes through the wall of fire and then runs into your spirit guardians. And the thing, by the time it kind of gets you, it's just like an amorphous mess of like a melted marshmallow. As it sort of weakly tries to just sort of bite at you, its like teeth just kind of melt onto your feet and miss.
It's all part of my plan.
Oh, part of your plan. Snub up.
Okay. Ungrappling would be an action.
Yep.
Is that?
Unless you got a spell to get you out of it. Yes.
Do I have? Do I?
Hopefully.
Hopefully you took something like Misty Step.
I know I wanted to take Misty Step. I don't know why it's not there.
Could be a costly mistake.
Fine. Gagoose won't hit you.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Okay. Kinetic Jaunt.
Okay.
What's that do?
That's a thing.
Sounds like a drink.
Magically empower my movement with dance-like steps, giving yourself the following benefits. My walking speed is increased by 10. I don't provoke opportunity attacks, and I can move through the space of another creature, and it doesn't count as difficult terrain. does
Wow.
that mean that I am ungrappled?
But it is a bonus action, so you can cast it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can cast it and then try and get out of the grapple, or you can try and get out of the grapple and then cast it.
I will cast it because either way it's going to be difficult terrain to get out and I need that extra help.
Oh. Well, the difficult terrain is going through people, but it won't affect the difficult terrain that you're actually standing on.
Okay.
Because when you go through a person, that's classed as difficult terrain, but this entire room is difficult terrain.
Yeah.
But it gives you more movement, so yeah.
Yeah.
So you need to escape the grapple, which is a Dex or Strength save with advantage, because Zircon, you sort of feel the tug on your collar as Zircon is trying to kind of pull you backwards and help you. All right, you break free.
Yes, okay. I am going as far out as I can. So my movement speed is 30. Does that mean I have 60 move?
No, 40.
40? Okay. It's 1, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30,
The
35.
difficult terrain, so it's halved again, so you get 20.
No! Okay.
Yep.
So I'm like there, but I have to do the Ring of Fire deck save?
Funny enough, as you walk through the wall of fire, it doesn't hurt you.
How polite.
That's handy! Whew. We'll just ignore that.
Well,
Okay.
he doesn't want to damage his own property.
Please no one else.
It's like keying your own car.
Yeah. I'm gonna, like, I don't think Snack would know that by default that it's not gonna hurt her, so she's still acting as though, like, kind of thing. I'm just gonna, for shits and giggles, performance roll that. Totally believable.
Oh, yeah, totally. Everybody thinks you're on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys don't even
Oh, no.
notice.
Yeah.
No one help all at once.
Thank you!
So, the mimic next to you, Terry, sort of again this thing. It tries to grab you, but the wall of fire and the aura from Zircon, this thing just kind of melts and it just kind of goos all over your feet.
Ew.
Zircon, let me go back to you. All right. If I missed someone, no.
Cool. I guess we leg it for the exit, right?
Sure.
Can I cast banishment on it? Just
Oh my
as
God.
I'm going
On the room?
on the room.
Would that banish us as well?
Possibly.
No, banish is, who knows?
Well, you're inside it, aren't you?
You can send one creature you can see to another plane of existence. I mean, it seems fine.
Can't get worse.
Seems all good, doesn't it?
Concentration spell, so you'd have to drop your other concentration.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to. Yeah. Let's give it a whirl. Give it a whirl.
Right. You drop
It's
your aura.
a charisma save. Oh, the aura's not helping anymore. Yeah, well, I banished it. I don't know if it worked, but I.
It sort of seems to kind of quiver a moment, but your spell fails.
Oh.
No.
Almost like it's just too big.
Okay, it doesn't specify, but that's right. I'll run for the exit.
So trying to banish.
Actually,
Movement speed?
25. Portly 25. A portly.
I'll give you 15.
All right, fair enough.
All right. That was the top of the round, so let's just move those. Let's just move those walls in just a little bit more.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
All right. You doing anything else, Zircon?
Well, I've cast a spell and I've moved, so there's nothing else I can do.
is it difficult terrain outside in that tunnel?
Oh, it's worse out there. It's just you're trying to walk through. You know those like fairground tunnels where or fairground or playground tunnels where you stand inside of like a tube and it's
Yeah.
kind of going round as you're trying to walk on it. So it's kind of like that, except instead of a flat, smooth surface that you're trying to walk on, it's just fucking teeth. It's like trying to walk through a buzzsaw.
Is this a trap that you found online or one that you designed yourself?
I think he's just made this up as like attacked the floor. I feel like this is a reaction to a dumbass player doing a dumbass thing, and
I
then
will
being
teach
punished.
you.
Yeah.
There's a nice bed. Have a long rest. Nope.
Nobody attacked this.
Nah. Alright. Sure, okay, so I can see you're done. The mimic, the mimics behind you, they're just kind of melting into the wall of fire. They seem to be unable to get past it. Garguth has done his duty. He did cast wall of fire, and he has stopped you being attacked by it. You sort of feel a little bit of radiant smugness coming from his telepathic head.
Radiance is what I'm going for him, so that's fine.
Right, Lulu. What can Lulu do? Lulu goes, "Come on, hurry up!" And she casts Bless on all of you.
Ooh.
15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. And she flies all the way to the other end of the tunnel, realizes that she's too quick for you, and flies all the way back.
Lulu, it's okay.
Come on. Go, hurry up, hurry up!
One of us needs to make it out.
Yeah, Clary, there is a mimic right next to you. It's inside the wall of fire. It slaps its tongue at you, and as you're about to turn to flee, you take 5 points of damage, and this tongue just kind of wraps around your ankle.
Uh-oh.
Which prompts it to be your turn.
Alrighty, I am gonna try and flip out and... Why are you running this out? So what sort of a check do I need to...
Dex save.
Dex save?
Sure.
Gotcha.
Oh, easy enough for you. Yep, you just kind of unwrap your foot from it, like rotating it out of the way, and you slip its leash.
Right, yep, and I am going to use disengage to just leg it.
Okay, so you've used your action to get out of the grapple.
Yep.
Disengage is...
Step of the wind, basically.
Okay, alright, that's fine. Yep, it's another key point. And do you want to move? You can move.
Yes, I'm gonna move as far as I can. I've got 45 speed, but that's weird.
You got 45.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. So you can move 25. So
Alright, yep, so I'm just going over here.
Yep. So you start legging it. Alright, so the mimic in the wall of fire, they just kind of melt and dissolve and just kind of go back into kind of back into the walls. You see like over here like a bit of furniture seems to just start kind of coming out of the wall towards you, and over here like a chest is just kind of melding out and kind of starting to run along, and just it's part of the wall, and you can see it's like tethered to the wall as it starts to move.
But I think I needed to take damage from the fire.
Oh, sorry, yeah, you do. Dex save.
Gotcha.
Thanks, yeah. Garguth doesn't give you
I didn't think so.
that kind of benefit.
But I do also have evasion. So
Alright. You sort of dive as you dive through it, and as you as you kind of dive through it, you take no damage because of your evasion. You just sort of like hear this little fucking monks.
Love it.
You know that shield has never tried to talk to me. Not really.
Have you ever tried to talk to him?
To be fair, probably a good thing.
Why?
Because he'll
He might-
try and buy your soul.
Or is he just very selective with who he talks to?
He knows you can't be corrupted. Okay.
I could have fun in common with him, actually.
Question.
That might be a good thing.
Since
Talk to her about it.
everything is a bad guy, can I use aggressive to move more?
Jeez.
Yes,
Okay, I'm going to
as
use.
long as you can use it, right?
That's the halfway out.
As long as you use some kind of ability to attempt to damage the thing on the way past. You can use it as an enemy if you're essentially going to try and hurt it. You can't use it as an enemy essentially as a runaway. It's
So I
it's
can't
called
use it as a
aggressiveness,
movement thing.
not cowardice. So yeah, you
Um,
can use it as a movement, but you've got to do some form of
Yeah.
act to
Okay.
make it pay off. Even if you go running towards it, swinging the handbag over your head, you tell me what you're doing, and I'll probably buy it.
Okay.
Please just stomp off aggressively.
Digging her heels into the floor.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, sure.
So I'm going to use my action. Can I use my action to dash? So like
Yeah.
move, dash, and then aggressive.
Yeah. Yeah.
How far does
So-
that get me? Like stomping my feet as hard as I can.
Okay. It gives you 90 feet, which is 45.
Hey, we're at the same movement speed.
Let me out. What's that? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Woo.
Go and roll a deck save.
Ah,
You're now in the teeth.
my speciality. Oh fuck!
Oh boy.
Oh.
I am now in the teeth.
Yeah. You very aggressively kind of like start stamping, and you're smashing teeth all the way through it as you go, and then you just hit a soft bit. You snap the heel of your thing, and you just face plant into these teeth that kind of grind around, and
Owie.
rip you for 9 points of damage.
Oh.
I should have used Blade Ward instead. Dang it.
You are prone.
Okay, cool. Okay. That's my
Oh.
turn.
Zircon.
Oh, wait. Can I use my reaction? No, it doesn't make a difference, does it? Damage to it doesn't make a difference.
Well, you could try. It's up to you.
Okay.
I mean,
Oh, no, but it
there's a
doesn't.
dirty great wall of fire running in the middle of it. It doesn't seem to be bothering you too much.
Yeah. Yeah, doesn't matter. I'm just trying to use all my stuff. Okay. Zircon?
Zircon.
Yeah. How far away from people am I? Key there?
Yeah, she's about 10 feet in front of you.
Is Key hurt?
I'm good.
No, she
No, but
looks
are
fine.
you, do you have any missing health though?
A tiny bit.
Okay, well, it'll help me a little bit if I can.
Chef looks
Oh, no, I guess-
so Chef looks a bit hurt, and Snubbup is definitely hurt.
Can I reach Chef with my
Crying.
standard movement or no?
5, 10, 15, yep.
Alright, I'll do the Balm of Peace. So, well, Key and Chef will get 2d6
Oh,
health
nice.
as a channel divinity. Well, like they radiate with healing light, and as I walk past the creature, they get 2d6 plus my wisdom modifier of life. It's not a lot, but
So it's
it's
9.
13. 13.
Oh, thank you.
That's an action and a channel divinity. Bonus. I can't use bonus action to move, can I?
Not unless you've got a bonus action to move.
Well, I don't, but I could write it in. No, okay. Well then I guess it's cool. That's it. I've got nothing else.
Okay. Right.
I'm just
Top
a
of
slow
the
boy.
round because it's you. Okay, you sort of feel this kind of squishing behind you, and you see the room behind you. Essentially, the floor and the ceiling are sort of like coming together, and they squash over the wall of fire, which kind of just sizzles in its acid and goes out. Everything goes dark. Lulu. Lulu's holding concentration on her bless and
Are they still taking fire damage from the fire? Or?
it has been.
Yeah.
So Lulu flies up to you, Snubub, and she's sort of kind of you feel as like her trunk kind of wrap around you and try and lift you and pull you. And she gives you another 10 foot of movement before she stops, just panting because you're quite big.
Thank you, Lulu. You're a lifesaver.
And she sort of, flies back and tries to help people. Very.
Yep, just legging it.
All right, deck safe.
Dex.
Right, yeah, cool. So you're running through this thing now. It's kind of got small. There's no way you can actually avoid the blades completely, but you take half damage. So 2 points of damage as these teeth just kind of start digging into you because now this tunnel's getting really quite tight.
Yeah. So how far can I move? Because there's 2 people in front of me as well.
They're all running in the same direction. So just for the shits and giggles, I'm going to ignore that fact. And just let you move as far as you can move in difficult terrain.
Okay, so I think that was 20 feet or 25.
So yeah, half rounded up. So 25 is your movement.
Okay. Yeah, and I'm just gonna go. If I can dash, I'll go as fast as I can.
That'll be 50. Yep.
Yeah, I'll go 50.
And you can step of the wind.
Yes.
It's another 25, so 75 if you put it all together.
Oh, I think that's... Hang on. Is this also considered still inside?
Yes, that's the cave that your car's parked in. I'll tell you what's happening to that when you get to it.
Oh god.
Okay.
Nothing, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I should be right.
That's mouth.
Not Alan's just shooting harpoons at the minute, clearly.
Yep, so I'm going 75.
Fully automatic.
She's zooming, dude.
Alright, I'll just move you. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 75. Gets you out to the cavern. You can see the war machine just kind of like sitting there idle. And there's like what appears to be like tendrils or tongues have come up and they've started to kind of wrap around the wheels. Yeah, Chiron is fast asleep on the engine, and Not Alan is nowhere to be seen.
Right.
But you do smell something really stinky coming from a box inside.
Okay. She's just gonna yell, try and get anyone else's attention that needs to be attentioned.
All right. Yeah, you're just a few feet away from the war machine.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. I have a plan. Oh, I have a plan. I am going to summon a Tensor's floating disc underneath Zircon.
Yep.
So basically, it's holding him. It can hold up to 500 pounds. And then
Yep.
I'm going to move as fast as I can. And I would like to use bonus action to dash. And also, because there is an enemy within 5 feet of me at the end of the turn, I can use Skirmisher to move up to half my movement speed again as a reaction.
Okay.
No, and that does not provoke attacks of opportunity. Huzzah.
Sure. Huzzah. Well, you're still going to make a deck save for the corridor, so start with that.
Yeah. So that's a deck save for half damage or something?
Yeah, it will be or no damage in your case.
Or no damage.
Okay.
25 save. And the disc will float along with me. It'll basically keeps up speed with me, and yell to Zircon if I can actually get up to Snack to get her on the disc as we go past.
I'll reach out.
You better go. Yeah. So the disc appears underneath Zircon, so that would be your action, I presume.
That's the action, yes.
Yep. So your movement. So you got 3 sets of movement left.
So I've got base movement of 40.
All right. So 40, 80, 120. So you've got 60 feet.
And is that including the skirmish?
20, yeah. 30, 40, 50, 60 feet. Yeah, it will be, because it's an extra 40 feet.
Okay.
Right. You can drag Zircon and snub up. Make a dex save.
Mm-hmm.
See if we can grab you on the way through.
Alright, you sort of kind of grab onto the disc on the way through.
Woohoo!
And get pulled another few feet.
Thank God for that. Well, thank Shieldy for that.
Snub up.
Thanks, Shieldy, for Shieldy.
Okay, I don't know what to do now.
Get out of Lulu!
Well, you're on this.
Where's Lulu? Why is Lulu back there?
She's not had a turn yet.
No, she's really fast that way.
So the car is getting octopused.
Yeah.
Like, is it gone?
No. This is just it's like it's being entangled, but it's it's only kind of halfway out the wheels.
Okay, so
It's only been a few seconds since you hit the floor.
okay. Can I Eldritch Blast the tendril?
Yep, sure. Roll a hit.
Nice.
Nice. You're right. You blast one of the tendrils off the wheels, and it kind of slithers down and drops off.
Okay. I'm gonna keep riding this thing, and with the intent of getting into the war machine if it gets cleared.
Sure. Zircon.
Aren't I surfing? The sweet wakeboard.
You are surfing.
What can I? And this creature is there. And you said it's gone dark, completely dark in here.
Completely dark. The fire went out.
Yeah, and there's no light coming from outside.
No, there's a storm raging.
Is there still a door there?
No. It seems to be just kind of like the tunnel behind you just seems to be like kind of crunching really smaller, like the world is collapsing on itself, or something is swallowing.
I think I'm gonna have to
I have a plan as soon as it closes.
As soon as it closes.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, as long as we're outside and before it closes.
Yeah. Do we have any sense that any of our damage is having an impact?
Well, you've left kind of you've blown chunks off it. You've left kind of burn marks. Still inside it. All right. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's you certainly kind of scarred some of it with that fire, and where you smacked it, you certainly. It's probably a bit like having an ulcer, really, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm trying to think whether we want to make the ulcer worse or focus on getting out. Team, what do we think?
Let's get out first.
The tunnel behind you is nearly closed.
No.
Okay. Well, try if I can grab Snack and hoverboard my way out of here. Marty McFly special.
Sure. I'm going to say, all right. So basically, you can all move at the same time because you're all kind of running in the same direction. So Chef kind of pulls you out on the floating disc. You sort of so you can get to the room and you can probably reach the cart with the disc this turn. Lulu comes flying out of the tunnel just as it sort of like scrunches into nothing. She pops out of its mouth like a champagne cork, zooming in and sort of kind of hovering above the war machine.
I have something
waiting for you lot to get in.
I'd have something I'd like to do just when she gets out and the tunnel closes.
Yeah, go on.
Arcane lock.
Hey.
Hey.
Okay. Yeah, you can cast that.
And you're staying closed.
Yeah, as the tunnel sort of like kind of squelches shut, and now Zach, on those kind of teeth-like boulders, you can actually see it kind of protruding, and the entrance of the cave does appear like it's kind of closing.
Seems really obvious, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does now. Eh?
If only someone had have seen that in the first place.
I think we all know someone did.
All right. Okay, so you make it. You squeeze out my little trap. So you make it. You all make it this turn. You will make it back to the war machine, but it's still got these kind of like tendrils on it, and it's quiet. It's not turned on.
It's
So what are you doing, Zircon?
I'm going to blast it with dawn. A big bright sunlight shines down in a 60-foot cylinder, bathing the vehicle in bright, burning sunlight. The light of Berenor envelops it and takes 4d10 damage unless it passes a wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
Actually, it is Constitution, so it's probably better at it. Sorry.
Better at it. Okay, yeah. Still takes damage, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's a halfy one.
Can you roll damage?
Oof.
33.
Holy
Yeah,
heck.
this is the Omega spell that he just learned. This is
Okay, so this kind of radiant light of Baranor comes down, and the tentacles kind of holding the wheels sort of like sizzle and kind of break and sort of shatter. You think the vehicle's mostly free.
Yeah, jump in it.
Jump in it? Yep, sure.
And I'm going to mark off that spell because it's my 5th level.
Okay. Lulu flies up towards like where the mouse is going in. She lets out this another like roar from her trumpet, and for what appears to be like a central boulder, he's pretty sure it's now a tooth, is just kind of blasted into smithereens as she flies out, and then very quickly realizes that the storm is still raging and flies back into the truck. It kind of bounces up and down, all excited, and then sneezes.
Oh.
Very.
Alrighty, so are there any more tentacles left?
There's a couple, but they're not really sort of all the thick ones have been burnt away.
Okay. So she's been trying to wake up everyone else that's been in the in the vehicle. Is there any way of it being able to move?
Well, Zircon has jumped into the driving seat, so you're pretty sure he might have that. Mother just kind of looks up, or sorry, Chiron just looks up and goes, "But there," and the box in this middle of the war machine seems to be shaking, almost like he's just shaking it because he doesn't want to get out.
I'm gonna sit on top of the box then.
Yeah. Originally, it smells quite bad, but it sort of stops shaking because you can't shake it with your weight on it.
No, just gonna
Right.
double tap the side.
Come in, Chef.
I just get on the vehicle.
Yeah. All right. Okay. You're just kind of getting on it, holding on it.
Yeah. I get to the Harpoon station.
Sure.
See what we've got left.
It's a few. You got a few harpoons left.
Do I have any idea which is which?
No. You just fire them at random.
Wait a minute. That wrecking ball, could that be used to attack, the inside of the mouth here?
Yeah, sure.
That sounds like hilarious.
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah. Right, so it's at the back of the machine, so you kind of you get it up and you kind of swing this thing around, and it kind of smashes into one of the teeth, another one of the teeth that's kind of closing down. You have to roll to hit, so just roll d20.
So can I just pause? I need to just take a quick call.
Yeah.
If my turn comes up, can you just move the sphere onto the creature?
So
The sunlight.
Yeah.
I'll just be 5-10 minutes.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
sure.
I rolled a 1.
Oh
Aw.
boy.
Yeah, okay. So you're swinging it around, and you sort of you're playing it off the edges of the mouth, but it sort of doesn't actually seem to do an awful lot of damage.
It's my first attempt at recreational dentistry. Give me a break.
Indeed. So you so Zircon. So I'm actually going to drop you out of initiative because Zircon fires up the car, and just kind of slams it into reverse, and you sort of bolts it right back out of the mouth as the rest of this kind of hill just kind of collapses around you, and you sort of shoot out of this. You shoot out of this kind of opening or out of this cave, and just before you are swallowed up in this dust storm that's raging around you, you see the entire hill. Essentially, you can now see like the eyes and the mouth, and you realize that this entire hillside or this entire hill is the mimic.
Sheesh.
It's easily 100 foot round, and you realize that all that damage you've done inside is just nothing compared to the sheer mass of the creature that you've just been sort of dealing with. And as you kind of bolt out, the cave finally just kind of slams shut, sealing off the entrance as you are into the storm.
I'm kind of curious what will happen to this mimic. I mean, it can't eat anything anymore. Well, if the arcane lock is working as I think, I shut its esophagus, so I can't open it unless it can dispel it, or rip its esophagus open from the inside. I mean, maybe it can. I don't know. It's a weird shape-shifty thing. So maybe.
It doesn't actually have a shape, so it's the opening was only an opening because it chose to have an opening there.
Ah, fair enough. So I'll go on my notes for theory.
Theory, yes. It was a nice try. It was a good effort. But yeah, the hillside, you sort of narrowly escape. So everybody can make a con save.
So it's more like an amorphous mass of a creature.
Yeah, it's like a it's a hill, isn't it? Yeah.
Fair enough. So, well, I can say we did it for science.
Oops.
Oh, I rolled
Uh-oh.
fail.
All right. Okay, so Clary and Chef, you both take 7 points of damage. Just as this kind of the dust and the rocks kind of all around this thing, you just kind of start choking on them, and you realise that you can't. You certainly can't be outside in this. It's kind of bits of debris just start slamming into you.
Is there any space in the vehicle we can take off? We need to get it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Should we
Yep,
all
you can
huddle
all
in there?
You can all huddle inside. The only person who can't huddle inside would be the driver. So I'm just gonna take go get a drink and take a couple of minute break. So let's resume in a minute.
Yep.
Right.
Take a 6 damage, 38. So, floating disc. Can I put that sideways? I don't think I can. Don't think I can position it. 'Cause if I could, that'd be like a little force field in front of the driver, which would be neat. It's 3 feet down and 1 inch thick. It's a horizontal plane of force specifically.
What was the quell feather?
Calls for the token.
Yeah.
Summon a specific thing?
Yeah. So that wouldn't help here.
That depends on what it's summoned. I mean... golems or something unaffected by...
Pardon?
Certain kinds of golems may be unaffected by debris, depending.
I have a silk shawl. I can give that to Zircon to wrap around his face.
I mean, it could help, but I think it's more of an armor and shield kind of thing there. If you want to drive during the storm, at least anyway. Wait a second.
So what did that do? I would like to. I'm assuming that Zircon is gonna stay up and try and steer the boat type thing.
Mm-hmm. So I was gonna say, if I had a mirror, I could try and make a little periscoping thing.
I
you do that.
Would give him the silk. What is it? A silk scarf that I have in my little bag of holding to like wrap around.
Okay.
To try and help breathe.
Yep.
And cast Bardic Inspiration. So he can have a D6 on his saving throws.
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay.
Something?
Alright, well, easy. So, the vehicle travels for a little while, and then we will have to wait and see what happens. Unfortunately.
Okay.
He's driving.
Just while we've got this pause, I've had Pocket Bard running this whole time, which is the music program. So people can hear it on the stream. Unfortunately, you guys can't. I I don't know if I could stream it, but anyway. It's got like dungeon corridors and it's very like hectic. You can change the intensity of it as well.
Right.
So during the fight, I was changing the intensity and now it's down to like halfway, and I could also do like weather in the background. So while we're outside, I've got wind, thunder, and rain happening. It's really intense and it's adding to the game so much.
Cool.
It's crazy.
Sounds really good. Well, it sounds good, but I can't hear it, so I can't say it.
It's a lot of fun.
Well,
This might crash. Oh, it might crash my Discord.
yeah, probably. All right. Let's see what we're gonna do. Because I'm pretty sure I know what Zircon's gonna do anyway.
Oh, that was loud. I apologize.
All right. Writing con saves for him. All right. So he is, so with the aid of the scarf and your bardic inspiration, he travels for like 10, 20, probably about 30 minutes of driving. When he sort of comes when the machine sort of like comes to a halt, and he comes scurrying in into the interior of the machine, sort of completely just covered in dust, and closes the door. You can feel now the machine's kind of stopped. You sort of hear this kind of ding, 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 ding as all these kind of rocks and bits of debris just keep slapping against the war machine. This continues for quite a while, probably about an hour or two. When after, so you can have a short rest. And so after what feels like a couple of hours, the sort of noise seems to subside.
So during that short rest, I can roll hit dice, can't I?
Yes, you can. And if you do your Song of Rest as well.
Yes. What does that do again? I know it's...
Gives you an extra bardic dice onto your hit points if you roll out hit dice.
Yeah. Okay.
So we can roll for recovery as well?
Yeah.
Yep, you can have a quick rest.
How do I do that? Do I click on the hit dice thing or something?
Yes, just click on the hit dice button. Hey, welcome back.
We did.
No, so you sort of blasted out of the mouth of this mimic, and as you turn around and saw it, you realise the entire hill was the mimic. So not just kind of part of it, but this thing was gigantic. And you kind of blast out of it into the sandstorm. Where this kind of you've been driving through this choking dust and rocks, and you drove for about half an hour, and Stubber kind of put a scarf around your mouth, which kind of really helped. And after about half an hour, you finally kind of gave up and went into the machine, where you all sheltered for a couple of hours. So you've had a short rest, or you can have a short rest.
Can we have a long one?
That's up to you.
We've been pushing like 30 hours, haven't we? We've done a lot.
It's
a lot. Day. It's been a day.
Taken down a wasp nest, got almost eaten.
Is there like a grill or something anywhere in this war machine? Like a panel? Like a grill?
Yeah, no, I installed a grill. Yeah, it's got a rotisserie.
No. I was thinking like a thing that I could like put up in front of the driver to shield him from stuff coming from the front.
Yeah, no, because when you asked for a grill, you actually got a rotisserie.
Aha!
Yeah. So there is actually a rotisserie in the back of the wagon now. Sort of a barbecue grill, with a kind of a rotisserie on the gears. But you wired it up a bit bad. So it actually, the faster you drive the vehicle, they actually put the rotisserie and put it to the gears of the truck. So the faster you go, the faster the thing just kind of spins.
Too bad we couldn't use those abyssal chickens.
Yeah, we've got a few of them on the Flamme.
That means if we drive fast enough, we can cook the chicken by friction with the air. That's amazing.
Essentially, it's a mobile kebab shop. Is what we're driving.
That's
It's the
amazing.
generic meat lump. So what do we think? Do we want to try and hunker down for the night, or do we want to, we could get, we could be stormed in, would be the danger.
I genuinely don't know. Ooh, 19. Let's hunk down. That's what I'm gonna roll for.
That's my method acting.
Mm-hmm.
I make all hard decisions with dice rolls.
All right, so you just kind of hunker down and trying to go for a long rest, right?
Well, I'm worried that if we keep going, whoever the driver is gonna get KO'd by something. Or just get so clogged up with dust themselves, and B, the car mechanisms would get clogged up if it keeps in and going.
Whoa.
What the hell?
Whoa.
Oh, how long are you sitting still for?
I don't
Bare
know
minimum
anymore.
time.
Well, things can find it. The plane
We're in a storm. It'll be fine.
You seems to have mostly died down.
For all we know, there could be some kind of devil that lives in the storm. A dust devil, as if you wish.
A djinn.
I don't know.
I vote to long rest because we need it for spells and
I've
stuff.
got nothing left in the tank except a couple of heals. So I'm out. I think Zircon just falls out exhausted. The being in the cave that almost ate him was very traumatic.
Yeah, you missed out on those beautiful beds, of course.
Yeah, we did.
I would imagine the plan is to hunker down as soon as someone stays watch. If the storm passes, we start moving or digging us out and then move.
Yeah, fair enough.
Well, you can't dig yourselves out and have a long rest at the same time.
No, the person
No,
who's
no.
on watch can start to dig out.
Then they won't be on watch; they'll be digging.
Well, if the storm dies down,
We just
if the storm dies down, we wake everybody up and we all dig and go somewhere.
Yeah, okay.
alright.
Alright.
Cool.
So, all right. So you sort of you're resting away, and you after it feels like maybe 5 hours. The storm has kind of died down to the point where it all dies out and it's kind of gone. And you sort of, whoever's on watch, kind of looks up, and the war machine's half buried in this sand. And the landscape, you look around the landscape where you are, you just don't recognise any of it.
It's all changed?
Yeah, all changed. Like it's almost been scoured into a completely different landscape.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So you're pretty sure that hill was over there when you started, and you've never seen that mountain before.
Fair enough. That sounds
But you've had 5 hours rest. You either take the next 3 or you break your rest and don't get any.
Oh, I think
I
risk
think
it.
I think we just go for it.
Risk it?
All right.
Long rest?
Risk it.
We
For the
have
biscuit.
people on watch. What could go wrong?
I like you.
That sounds like fighting wood.
All right. Sure. Yeah, you sit down and you hunker down in your war machine, and you can have a long rest.
Yay!
And that's probably I'm a bit tired, so why don't we just call it there
Yeah.
anyway? As it's a good point to stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, just after a long rest.
Oh
It's
god.
all good. So how much of this was unscripted carnage? We'll
All
never
of it.
know.
All of it.
Called it.
Love it.
That was good.
Very fun. Very fun. Loved it.
Yes. Thank you.
You're welcome. Right, it was fun. Yeah, you'd have been in real trouble if you've actually lied down.
I was like
Oh,
this
boy.
close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Then you start.
So was it before I hit the ground saying there's a mimic that it was a mimic?
It was always a mimic. Yeah.
It was okay, good. Okay, because I had no idea. I was just being stupid. I was just being stupid.
Yeah. Your descriptions as you went in were just like, perfect.
Yeah.
almost like a tongue. It's like, yeah,
So
just like that.
Yeah.
Those teeth like biters, yeah, they sort of look like teeth.
Yeah. That's very funny.
There's no such thing as
Alright.
free. We are the free lunch.
Yeah,
okay,
not
well,
in hell, that's for sure.
just to end the stream, thank you everyone for watching tonight. We will be playing again hopefully next week, but I don't know when this video will be released, so that's kind of not helpful. Yeah, thank you everyone, Daft for DMing, Zircon, Clary, Key, Medris for being here, and thank you guys for watching. Bye.
So yeah.